Why don't you talk a bit about Zerodha, the early days, and when you both met? Was it which year? Was it 2011?
2012 we
12,
met. Yeah.
correct. And I'm sure you were at very different places and very different kind of people.
Right.
I would love to hear this. I don't know what was the first impression about
of
each
K?
other.
Yeah. Right. So Zerodha started in 2010. The way it started was Nikhil had joined, and Nikhil was a better trader than I was. So it didn't make sense for two people to sit and trade. So he said, why don't Nikhil continue trading and I'll give a shot at building a broker that we didn't have as traders. And I anyways had this kida of, building these communities and, like talking about markets, etc. online. So I thought I was anyways naturally skilled at that. So it made more sense for me to do that. So 2010 we started. It was on top of vendor products, right? As in, there was no tech until he came, right? As in,
And you were based in Bangalore, which was a tech hub.
Yeah,
And the
this
startup
is
was very little.
It didn't matter,
Yeah.
even like Bangalore was just accidental, right? As in, my dad got transferred to Bangalore. There was no tech. I didn't know how to do. I probably could do some Excel formulas, and that's the only tech. The reason Zerodha as an idea could even take off was because the National Stock Exchange back then was giving a free day trading platform for anyone who becomes a broker in India, right? Because if you want to be a stockbroker, you have two important pieces of technologies, right? One is your trading platform, and another one what is called as a back office platform. A back office platform maintains ledgers, does trade process, etc. So now the trading platform was for free. The question we asked was, is there a way to disrupt pricing, right? And I think I was probably the first guy to spot as an opportunity. And that spotting as an opportunity also is because of all the curiosity of trying out different platforms. I don't think anyone in this country actually had tried out NSE Now in the platform before I did, right? So it was almost like an arbitrage trade, isn't like, if this is available for free, can you bring down the pricing? And yeah, so that's how Zerodha started. We didn't have too much money on the table, so we really went and picked up what we can get at the lowest cost. So our first back office vendor was really the guy who gave it to us for free of cost, and he said, can you beta test it? I was just talking to the guy, who built our website back then. The only real cost we spent money was refurbishing the office that we had. I was a sub-broker with Reliance back then, and this website, And so we started 2012. The first competitor came around the scene, who essentially copy-pasted everything that we were doing. And that's when, I haven't really read business books or, a lot of this reading has happened in the last 5-6 years. When Zerodha happened, it was just, I was spending most of my trading the markets. And then, so I used to read books on trading. It was never about building businesses. Okay. So all of these were learnings along the way, right? So 2012, the first competitor came around the scene, and then a realization was that, it can't be a moat, just this low cost and being transparent can't be a moat. You need to have something else. And that's when the idea was, in that movie X-Men, right? If you can't be the X-Men, be friends with one, right? These are the only two guys who will survive, right? And that's when a realization kicked in, saying you need, technologists are going to be the future. And so I decided to invest to be friends in a way, right? And did 2-3 investments, went nowhere. But Abid, and K.
Sensible,
right?
He was my school senior from Calicut. It's a whole series of coincidences.
Yeah, so I think K came back, was planning to do something. Abid gave this idea of Sensible in the original avatar. And they somehow decided to work out of Banagatta Road, right in front of our office. So, and Abid someday saw the board Zerodha and decided to walk into the office. And the day he decided to walk in, I was walking out. So we met, said hi. If I had not decided to walk out, maybe I would not have met him and said hi. And, but yeah, a lot of happenstances. And
that's when you met K.
Yeah. Because at that point of time, we were thinking of new products, how to get, like Hangman was the, like the low-hanging product. So, and yeah, K had it ready in in like a week's time or 10 days time. I thought it would be like take long amounts of time. And just that small little Hangman game was built so well. And And that's how, we started talking, and somehow we convinced him to join Zerodha. I mean, see, the thing is, he's as much as a co-founder in the business as me. It's just he doesn't like to be called because he joined in 2012-13. One day, I got Vishnu on our team to actually update, the profile as CTO co-founder and on our website, and he got full angry and got it removed, so. That's how we met, actually.
For stories like this, keep following us. From Code to Culture, our podcast. Subscribe to our channel, follow us on social media.